everyone, my name is Hannah. Welcome to a new video. Today's video is going to be a 24-hour readathon vlog that I'm doing with my best friends, Rachel, Lachlan, and Cami. I'll leave all of their channels linked down below, as well as their vlogs whenever they post them. I don't know if they're all doing vlogs or not. I think Rachel for sure is. Lachlan might, and I don't know if Cami will, but if they do post vlogs, I will link them down below as well. But yeah, I'm really excited to do this 24-hour readathon with my friends. We're going to watch The Corpse Bride together later tonight, and we're just going to spend the whole day reading, and we're going to do private reading sprints together, and it's just going to be a really fun time. Brandon has gone to his parents today, so he's gone, and I just have the house to myself. So yeah, I am really excited. I have a stack of books that I really want to try to get to today. I'm going to be starting with Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I don't know a ton about this. I think it's like fantasy romance with like a gothic spin on it. I have no idea, but it looks awesome. And I think Rachel is also reading this one for the 24-hour readathon. I think Lachlan has already read it. But yeah, it's just really, really pretty. Like this naked hardcover is just so stunning. And the end pages are really pretty. Yeah, I'm really excited to get to this one. I really like the vibes that it's giving off. So I'm going to start with this one, and hopefully it'll be a pretty quick read. I definitely want to finish this today. I'm going to be a little bit ambitious, so I want to try to finish this one as well as get to The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling, just because I did really like the X-Hex. It wasn't anything like groundbreaking, but the vibes in it, I know I keep using vibes, but like the vibes, right? It's like a small town witchy romance, and I really am digging that lately, especially around Halloween. So since it's October, I wanted to read that one in October. I don't know much about this one either. I'm assuming it's just the same kind of thing, like a witchy small town romance. I think possibly it's like linked to the characters in the X-Hex, and they make a cameo in this one. I'm not sure. But I have the audio from Libro FM that I got through their ALC program, so I'll be using that to listen to it because I don't have the physical copy. And I have the audiobook for Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shay Earnshaw. So I recently just watched The Nightmare Before Christmas for the first time with Rachel, Lachlan, and Cami. And yeah, so this is a like follow-up to that movie. So it's, you need to watch the movie and then you can read the book, but it's following Sally, who is the Pumpkin Queen. And it's pretty short, honestly. I think the audiobook is only like 6.5 hours or something like that. And if I listen to it at least at a 2x speed, I'll be getting through that in just a couple hours. So I'm excited to get to that one. And again, it gives the like autumnal vibes that I want this readathon to be. And then the last book that I want to try to get to, I would love to get to all 4 of those, but I don't know if I'll get to all of them. But the next book that is on my TBR is Other Birds by Sarah Addison Allen. And I've read a few other books by Sarah Addison Allen, and she does a really good job of writing like magical, whimsical realism. So I'm hoping that's what this one is. It kind of sounds like that. It says, it's an enchanting tale of lost souls, lonely strangers, secrets that shape us, and how the right flock can guide you home. So it sounds really cute. I definitely want to try to get to this one in October, and I would love to get to it today. So that's my little TBR. I know it's kind of ambitious, but I'm gonna try. But first, I'm going to go get some coffee from Starbucks and maybe something for breakfast from there, and then I will get settled in. I think we're all starting in about, I don't know, just a little under an hour. So I don't know, I might get a jump start and just start right away as soon as I get back. But yeah, let's get reading. Alright, hello everyone. I just wanted to update that I am about halfway through Belladonna. I am 200 pages in, and I'm loving this. It's so good. I really, really like the writing, and the story is so captivating, and I just really am enjoying it. Like, yeah, I'm hooked. I'm absolutely hooked. So basically, this book follows Signa, who cannot die, and she can even talk to death, and she can see spirits and talk to spirits. And she ends up, like, her whole family ends up dying when she's a baby because, like, death comes to claim them, and then realizes, like, he can't claim her. And she's sent to live with an aunt who is really mean to her, and her aunt ends up dying, and so she's sent to a different, like, uncle aunt situation. But that aunt, the other there's a lot of aunts, that aunt is dead, and she's, like, at this house, and she realizes that her aunt died and was, like, poisoned mysteriously, and then her cousin is also, like, being slowly poisoned to death, and so she's trying to figure out what's going on, and she's also, like, developing these powers, like the same powers that death can use, so she can not die, and she's able to do all these, like, really cool things. So I'm just really, really loving this. It's amazing, and I'm so glad that I chose this one to start with, because I'm just, like, really, really enjoying myself. So it's about 12:30 now. I have, like I said, about halfway left to go. So hopefully I can finish this in the next couple of hours. So I'm going to get back to reading, but I did just want to quickly update that I started this and I'm absolutely loving it. I just finished Belladonna. I loved this. This is getting 5 stars for sure. Like, this is definitely going to make my favorites of the year. I loved this writing. It was incredible, and I really, really like the bit of romance with death and, like, how that, like, magic, or that, what do you want to call it? I'm just gonna call it magic. Like, how that all worked and how Signa's, like, magic worked. It's not, like, magic, but I don't know how else to explain it. Like, her abilities, I guess. I loved all of that. It was so good. I loved the murder mystery aspect to this as well, but highly anticipating the sequel now. Oh my god. What a way to kick off this 24-hour readathon. Like, I'm just, like, gonna ride this high. Like, it's so, so good. If you haven't read this yet, highly, highly recommend it. I freaking loved this. I also have Adeline Grace's All the Stars and Teeth, which is, like, a pirate mermaid story. So I'm definitely excited to get to this one. I don't think, well, I might. I don't know if I'm gonna pick this up in this 24 hours or not, but now I'm really, really excited to read this. I think the next book that I'm going to try to pick up is The Kiss Curse. So I have that one on audio on Libro, and I'm going to do, like, a couple chores while I listen to it because I don't have the physical copy, so I can't, like, follow along, which I kind of regret because I love listening to the audio and following along. That's what I did with Belladonna, and the audio was really, really good. So I do wish that I had the physical book so I could just sit and follow along, but I'm gonna go probably sweep and Swiffer the floors and maybe clean up the bathroom a little bit and just, like, get some chores done while listening to that audiobook. That's what I'm gonna do. So it's a little after 3 now, if I didn't say, but yeah, I am on private sprints with Rachel and Lachlan right now. So I'm gonna check in with them now and see where they're at. Last I checked in with Rachel was, I don't know, maybe an hour ago, and she was on, like, page 200 of Belladonna. and I think she's feeling very similarly to me about it, so hopefully she's still loving it. But I'm gonna go check in with them and see where they're at. And then I know we're still planning to watch The Corpse Bride tonight. I'm not sure what time, so maybe I'll even be able to finish The Kiss Curse before we watch the movie. So that'd be 2 books done by the time that we have our little movie night. That'd be awesome. So yeah, really, really happy that the first book of this readathon was a 5-star book. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to really enjoy this, but I was not expecting to love it as much as I did. Like, damn, I'm so happy. So I finished The Kiss Curse, and I think I'm just gonna end up giving it 3 stars. It was just fine. It was similar to the X Hex in the fact that, like, I just wanted more from it, and it did have really good, like, witchiness and, like, that ambiance that I really liked from the X Hex, so I did enjoy that aspect of it, and some of the scenes were really cute, but I just felt like the relationship was, again, like, a little bit rushed. So I'm gonna give it 3 stars, but I did finish it, so that's 2 books done now. And we didn't just finish, but we watched The Corpse Bride, which I just love that movie so much. I think it's so cute, and yeah, I just love it. So it was really fun to watch that. But now we are going to get back to reading. So I'm going to try to read Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shay Earnshaw. I did start it. I'm like 2 chapters in, but we'll see how that goes. But it's really, really short, so it shouldn't take me too long to finish that because I have the audiobook, and yeah, it's like really, really short. So hopefully I can finish that tonight before I go to sleep. I might even try to start Other Birds by Sarah Addison Allen. We'll see. I always get really ambitious around this time in a 24-hour readathon, and then I start to get sleepy and I slowly decline, and then I'm like, I don't know why I made those plans because I'm tired. So we'll see how it goes, but everybody is on these sprints now, so we're gonna get to reading, and yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. All right, it is after 1 a.m. now. It's 1:19. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I finished Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. I did like it. I'm giving it 3.5 stars. I think if I had the nostalgia with Nightmare Before Christmas, I probably would have enjoyed it more. I did really like it though. I really like Sally, so It was definitely a fun little autumnal read. It's very short, so I say give it a shot. So Cammie went to bed, and me, Lachlan, and Rachel are still on sprints, just, you know, just trucking away. So anyways, I finished 3 books so far in this 24 hours. I'm pretty happy with that. I did actually start another book. Would love it if I could finish it, but I am fading fast, so... But I started Other Birds by Sarah Addison Allen, and I'm like not even a chapter in yet. I'm like maybe 5 pages in, and I've just realized I should probably film an update since I didn't talk at all about Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. I'm just going to, you know, keep on going as long as Rachel and Lachlan are keeping on. What am I even saying? Yeah, so I'm gonna get back to reading now, and that's it. That's the update. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. Hello, everyone. It is the next day now. We decided to go to bed around 2 a.m. yesterday, or this morning, I guess, technically. So I only got about 45 pages into Other Birds by Sarah Addison Allen, but I did finish it today. It's well past the 24-hour mark. It's like just after 1, so my time I think ended at like 9:30, but I think I'm just gonna decide to do a weekend reading vlog now because I have a 3-day weekend, so I still have today and tomorrow off, which I'm really happy about. So yeah, the 24-hour period is now done. I managed to read 3 books. I'm not even sure how many pages I read, but I'm going to calculate that, and I'll put it at the bottom of the screen here for how many pages I read. I think I got somewhere close to 1,000, if I'm just like guesstimating here, so pretty good if I do say so myself, so I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, Other Birds, I don't know, I don't really know what to say about this one. It's fine, like it's nothing crazy. It's a 3-star book for me. Like, I don't know, I feel like when I was reading this, I was kind of like forcing myself to finish it when I wasn't really feeling it. So I don't know why I do that. Like, I should have just DNF'd it, but it was one of those where I was like, I don't want to DNF it and just never pick it back up again. So I'm like, I might as well just finish it. And then I just like forced myself to keep reading, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have just set it down, and I could have picked it up another time, but whatever. So take that rating with a grain of salt because it's just based on my enjoyment of reading it this time. And I feel like, I don't know, that's not super fair. So no rating, 3-star rating, whatever you want to call it. So now I'm trying to decide what to pick up next. So I don't know. I have 3 books here that I am like hoping that I can get to this weekend for like these next couple days. So I do kind of want to start All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. This is the author who wrote Belladonna, which obviously I loved. I'm hoping that the writing is the same. I mean, obviously it's the same author, so it should be similar, but I'm hoping that it's the kind of writing that I really enjoy, so I might want to start this one. I don't know much about this. It just says on the front, princess, pirate, stowaway, mermaid, the crew makes the queen. So some sort of fantasy something, I don't know. Like an island, maybe a pirate ship, kind of tropically kind of fantasy book. So I could pick that one up. I do also have Legendary by Stephanie Garber. This is book 2 in the Caraval series, which I want to try to read that trilogy this month. So I could just be moving on to this one. So I could pick that one up. I also might shoot my shot with Thistlefoot by Jenna Rose Nethercott. This was my book of the month pick for October, and I went back and forth between if I even was interested in this and like if I even wanted to read it, because sometimes I just pick a book of the month pick because I don't want to skip, and sometimes I should just skip because the selections like aren't what I want. So I just picked this one, and now I'm like looking at it like, do I actually want to read this? But it seems like it would be a good October book. It's a Baba Yaga retelling. It's got like a sentient house, which I feel like I would really enjoy. So I might try this one and give it like 50 pages and see if I am like vibing with it. And if I'm not, I'll just, oh, exactly 50 pages is 5 chapters. So I could give that a shot. I'm not sure I'm not sure which one of these three I want to pick up. I'm going to think about it for a little bit, and then I'll probably check in whenever I decide to start one of them. If I decide to start one, who even knows? But yeah, that is it for this update. Everyone, it is now Monday, and like I said before, I still have the day off today. I have a 3-day weekend, so I'm gonna make the most of it. I did start reading Thistlefoot by Jenna Rose Nethercott. So I started this, and I took a little bath last night, and I made it to page 185, so I'm nearing the halfway point in this. This is kind of a Baba Yaga retelling, so very heavy with Russian folklore, but it's set in modern times, and it's following Baba Yaga's great-great-grandchildren basically, and they get Baba Yaga's house, Thistlefoot. So the house on chicken feet, if you've heard of that fairy tale before. But yeah, basically this follows these two siblings, Bellatine and Isaac, and they get the Yaga ancestral home, Thistlefoot, and they both kind of have a little bit of magic to them, but in this world, there's some weird things going on, so it's not like magic is just a normal occurrence, people notice it and are like, hey, that's really weird, but it's also not a big deal, I guess. People will see this house and think oh, that's really cool, but not really question it at all. So because the house can walk, obviously it's got feet. And then there is a mysterious man called the Long Shadow Man who is kind of hunting them and trying to get to this house for some reason. We don't really know, but he does not seem like a great guy. So basically that's what the story is about. It's a bit darker than I was expecting. I don't know, from this cover, I guess I was thinking that it was going to be more magical, whimsical, and it definitely is magical, whimsical, but it's got a darker spin on it. But so far I am liking this one. I did actually try to read All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace, and I did not get very far into it, but I'm not going to continue on with it. I'm just not vibing with it at all. I don't know if it's just a timing thing, or if I was expecting something kind of like Belladonna. I wasn't expecting something like Belladonna, but I was expecting that kind of writing, I guess. I don't know. It just wasn't vibing with it. I think I got 3 chapters in, so not very far at all, and I'm just I'm not messing around with it. So I just set it aside. I'm not going to be picking it up again. So that's why I started Thistlefoot. So I'm going to try to get a bit farther in this right now. I would love it if I could finish this today. So we'll have to see, since this is going to be the last day of this little reading vlog. So I would really love to finish another book for this. So those are the plans, and yeah, I will check back in when I have another update. Alright, hello everyone. It is much later in the night now, and I did not read a single page of Thistlefoot today, but I did read an entire other book. I just wasn't really feeling reading Thistlefoot today. I don't know what to tell you. I just wasn't. But I did decide to pick up Black Sunshine by Karina Halle, I think is how you say it. That's how the audiobook narrator said it, so that's how I'm going to pronounce it. But yeah, I decided to start this one. I had it on Kindle Unlimited, and I was able to get the audiobook for like half the price. So I listened to the audiobook while following along on my phone on my Kindle app, and I really enjoyed this one. It is just a cheeky little vampire romance, and I was just really vibing with it. It was very fast paced, and yeah, I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars. I don't really know what else to say. I liked the writing, I liked the spice, I liked the story. I feel like this is almost like the kind of story that Discovery of Witches was trying to be. I don't know. I did read Discovery of Witches like several years ago, and this just felt like a better version of that. But yeah, I'm going to end up giving this one 4 stars. I'm definitely going to pick up the next book, The Blood is Love. And then there's also a book called Night Wolf that I think is set in the same world, and maybe like the characters from this series make cameos in that one, because that one's just a standalone. And then there's another book called Blood Orange, which just released, I think today or yesterday, which again, like set in the same world, following different characters that were mentioned in this series, and then the characters in Black Sunshine like will make a cameo in those. So I do plan on reading those because I really enjoyed Black Sunshine. So yeah, I think that I'm just in the mood for something with a little bit more romance in it, but I do still want to finish Thistlefoot. I think it just wasn't pulling me in this time. But I think I'm just going to end the vlog here. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, leave the tombstone emoji, just because like I read a lot of like Belladonna had like stuff to do with death, and we watched The Corpse Bride and like The Pumpkin Queen. I don't know, there was just like a lot of stuff centered around death, I suppose, and it's kind of Halloween-y. So leave the tombstone emoji down below. I don't feel like I need to give you like a reason. I could just tell you to leave like a random emoji, and I'm sure that you would just be like, okay, cool. Like you don't need a explanation of why I chose it, but whatever. But don't forget to click like and subscribe while you're down there to help support me and my channel. I would really appreciate it. And thank you again so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.